but to be fair, I mean, I was always raised that the man is supposed to cater to you. I mean, you're courting me, so court me. Mm-hmm. That means wherever I want to go, you take me. Absolutely. Whatever I want, you buy me. That's courting. You know, I'm looking for a provider. So, but after the conversation, I could see how there was a lot of I. Okay. In that exchange, I was definitely very self-centered, and I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me, I at least gotta be a little bit nice. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Great. So now I ask you this. I'm sure you have friends who think that way. I've heard it a lot. I mean, everybody. I mean, that's what the man's he's supposed to do. Absolutely. So, you know, and a beautiful woman. So I'm expecting to be treated like royalty. I mean, come on. So that's what I was. How do we treat him? And that's where that disconnect was. Right. In the video, and of course, I'm sure you think of it differently now. But in the video, you basically told him that you're not going there. You know your value. It would be embarrassing for you to go inside a Cheesecake Factory. A lot of people like Cheesecake Factory. Now, so when I see that video, I'm thinking, okay, she must have some friends who probably would disagree with her going inside a Cheesecake Factory. Peer group. So peer pressure probably keeps you from. That, oh my God. Yeah, I would never let that down. Wow. I mean, ain't the Cheesecake Factory, they wouldn't let you live that down. No, I have an image to protect. Wow. Just not do that. I mean, that was, that was my circle though. That's how, I mean, that's how we roll. Sure. I mean, to be quite blunt, that's how we roll. Hypergamy is a big, is a big thing in my circle. It's what, I mean, it's what we've been taught. Why, I mean, as a black woman, I can go there. I mean, as a black woman, we're really tired of having to settle. We want to be treated well. Mm-hmm. We want that soft life. So that's what I thought I was going after.
It's people like you that are getting women even more confused. You guys need to stop because you're getting these young women more confused than they ever were. Because courtship is not about you telling a man what you want and what he can buy you and what he cannot buy you. It's about getting to know one another. If you think doing courtship, you can buy him something, you buy him something. He's getting to know you. If he thinks doing courtship, he can buy you something, he can take you to an expensive restaurant or he can take you to a cheap restaurant. It's you and him learning one another. Now you get to know, oh, well, he can afford to take me to this restaurant, or on the first date, he did not take me to this one. Oh, well, she was able to buy this for me doing courtship. Oh, she was able to treat me this way doing courtship. Oh, yeah, she was able to tell me when my shirt was not buttoned right. Or she was able to tell me when my collar was not folded right. Or she was able to just, hold my hand and walk with me and talk with me. She was able to say something that inspired me. Those are things that men expect out of women. Those are things that people do for one another during courtship. It's not about spending the money, honey. You people are the people that are getting modern women so confused and they're losing their lives. And then at the end of the day, when they're 50 and 60, they're going to sit and be crying that they're so lonely and they can't find a person. And like you said, that's what you were taught. I don't know, taught by whom, but whoever taught you that, that person, that teacher of yours has life all mixed up. That's not what courtship is about. That's not what dating is about. Dating is not about using a man. It's not about just wasting his resources. Dating is about getting to know one another. It's not just you getting to know this man. It's also about the man getting to know you. How good do you think you are for him? What can he benefit from this relationship? What do you bring to the table? I bring myself to the table. Oh, I'm a beautiful woman. I get myself all made up for him. I keep myself beautiful for him. And you expect this man to do everything physical. But everything for your part is only about you. That's the most selfish part of it.
I want to go back a bit. Can y'all tell me how y'all met? Don't you tell me how you guys met?
So I was in Midtown, and I barely even have time to go out with friends and all that, but it was a really close friend's birthday, so I went to get some drinks for the first time in ages, and I saw this beautiful woman who it seemed like every other guy in the bar was either intimidated by or too shy to talk to. And I thought, what the hell? Why not?
Well, he was bold enough to come up and talk to me.
Confidence, okay.
So yes, I definitely am attracted to confidence.
Mm-hmm.
He just seemed like he had a pure heart. He's very thoughtful, engaging. I mean, the only he won me over. He did win me over, but I'm a tall woman, and so there wasn't necessarily like that immediate attraction. But as we began to talk, it was really his part that made me say, give this guy a try.
Okay. Yeah. Is that where you draw your line? Is it typically you don't date guys who are, guys have to be at least your height or taller before you would date them? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I understand that. That probably makes it difficult finding someone suitable for yourself. You are what, 6'1", 6?
I'm almost 6'1", yeah.
Almost 6'1". Wow. So that means, let's see, 14.5% of men are at least 6 feet, right? But that next 2 inches for you to find someone taller than you, that's 3.6% of men in the entire world that are tall enough that are at least 6'2". Is that discouraging?
I mean, I only need one.
You need one, but he needs to be that height. He needs to make the resources, right? Yeah. He needs to be funny. He needs to be charismatic. He needs to be disciplined. And that doesn't discourage you?
I'm an optimist. But no.
And I like
no, I mean,
an optimist.
Logically speaking, I understand what you're saying. I've heard this many times. But I haven't given up on I hadn't given up on that. But I'm actually open. I really enjoyed our conversation, so I would consider it. Yeah. Sometimes it's not what we want; it's what we need.
It's not that those men in the bar did not have the confidence to walk up to her and speak with her or sit with her, but she was sitting in the corner all by herself because those men already know these women. What she did to you, she could not have done it to those brothers in the bar. They already know her. They know women like her. They know what they do to them. These women have broken the men in the society. They have broken them to the extent that nothing is left of them. Nothing. And I don't know how new you are to America, but if you're just a few weeks old here, maybe you go on the internet, just check up what they call passport bros. The men in the societies are running away from them. They're actually getting out of here and going to find women from your culture and other cultures and other societies, just where they can find peace and where they can find a woman who can understand them, who really knows what it means to build a relationship, to live with a man, to honor him, to respect him. That's what they're going looking for. So it's not that you were so confident that she picked you. She saw someone she could prey upon. She saw someone she could take advantage of. Take me on a date and I'm going to use you as an example for my audience. That's what she wanted. She knew Jay was not her type. He's not a 6 foot plus man. Maybe 6'2" or what, because she says she's a little over 6 foot and she looked for men who are either taller than her or bigger than her. So she knew Jay was not her type of man.
Hey guys, this is Alicia. It's been a while, but there have been quite a bit of things on my mind. I believe that many of you have seen the now viral video about me choosing to reject the Cheesecake Factory because I wanted more from my date. I want to, let me say this. It's interesting to me that just how a moment in time, right, can shape how so many view you. And so I want to talk about, I'm trying to remember, bear with me, guys. I wrote down some notes so I can remember everything I want to say. I watched the comments, the shares that you guys, the opinions that you guys had. And I have reflected on all of them, processed all of them that I was able to read. Many of you have been vocal about how entitled I was, how I misused this man. And I want you to understand that my mission has always been for women, to empower women, for women to feel respected, cared for, not be misused, or abused, right? I've seen and heard many a horror story, men and women, not just women, men and women. And I wanted to make sure that this was a topic that we brought attention to. Many of you interpreted within, interpretations that I saw. I want you to understand that this was never about exposing or embarrassing anyone. The purpose was to spark discussion, to foster learning and growth, right? But I've seen some interesting interpretations, and it has caused me some more questions. There have been some hurtful comments. People wanting to come for my job. It's interesting to me how angry someone can get about something, things that don't directly affect them, to the point where you want to be harmful, right? All while screaming respect.